Every time we do the climbing trail, this roll is just staring us down. But today, I'm gonna ride it.
Yeah, you will.
Hi, it's Meg.
And it's Steve. Welcome to Hardtail Life.
Today, we're gonna work on the Pennzoil roll. I have this personal goal where I wanna ride Big Smooth, and I wanna progress up through some rolls and make my way towards that big feature. And this is our first day.
Well, we're here on Pennzoil. It's a rock roll to a wooden ladder to a relatively friendly run out. Meg, what do you think?
Well, I confess I'm not a complete virgin on this one. I have ridden it once before and it was a total gong show. I just came into it all wrong and bounced around and got scared and it was a mess. So I want to ride this with grace, I want to make it look good, and I want it to feel good.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to acknowledge that neither of us are coaches. Today, I'm just sharing my experience to see if I can get her to ride this with a little more grace and comfort. So, I always say the first thing when riding a feature that you're not familiar with is to go take a look. So that's what we'll do. When you were a kid and you're doing a maze, sometimes you'd go to the end and go backwards to be like, how do I get to the end, right?
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so we're working backwards. The run out, very, very friendly.
Okay.
The entrance is, well marked, right?
Yes.
So now we kind of work backwards, right?
Okay, so when I'm riding it, how do you, because you can't really see it as you're coming over.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit blind, so you have to kind of choose what line. Do you ride here? Like along this little ridge here? Like halfway between these two marks? Or do you ride here, or do you just kind of hope, or?
You know what? You might be looking at it too close. Come back here, right? Come back here and have a look, right?
Okay.
Like if you stand here and look at it, it's like green, green, runway.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and anywhere
and the
along
runway,
there is
the
fine.
runway is quite wide, but
Yeah.
if you aim for the middle of it, the runway up on the rock lines up with the ramp itself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now we go move backwards a little bit. So this corner, you can see, like you don't want to. So if you want to aim this way, if your bike want to aim this way and you're coming in, then you got to make sure you come in with enough room so that you can turn and line yourself up. Everything up until this point, easy peasy, you can do that in your sleep. This is like a turn right before the feature. If you're thinking about the feature, sometimes we forget about the turn. So make sure if you make the turn and you're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable, that's okay. Just put your foot down, go up and try again. Because the more you do this, the more comfortable you get. And then once that becomes a non-issue, then you can do this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
There we go.
And then just to confirm body position, because I feel like that was my big mistake last time.
Yeah.
And even though I know that you're supposed to get low over the handlebars, I don't think that I got low enough.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, how low for something of this caliber would you go?
So if you're thinking about your arms like suspension, you
Yeah.
don't want your suspension fully out and you don't want it fully in. You want it in a spot where you're ready for anything. You're ready to take a hit. You're ready to push out to the ground that gives out, right?
Okay.
You want to be in a position where you're ready for anything. That's your arms. Your position in terms of the front and back of your bike, you want to be centered. You don't want to have too much weight on the back and giving up weight and grip on the front. You want to be centered. You want to be heavy on your feet so that you're planted on your bike, and light on your arms so that you can move and maneuver the bike. The other thing that's important is where you're looking. I know we didn't really touch on where to look, but you don't want to spend too much time looking at this feature when you're riding it.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Once you're confident about where your bike is and where the line is and everything, look ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, dropping. Whoopsie. Okay. Another try. Interesting feelings inside of me. All right, so I think I just didn't approach very well. So then I ejaculated myself from the feature. So now I'm going to do a slightly better job hopefully. Okay. Okay, so oh yeah. Woo!
Nice.
Woo!
All right, first of all, good job.
Yay!
How did it feel?
It felt really fun and great.
Okay.
I felt like I was making all these like little adjustments right until the end.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's the sign of a good rider, an anxious rider.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, adjustments are good if they're needed.
Right.
Let's see. Let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, sure.
All right. So coming in, all right. Body position is pretty centered. You got really low.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
I got really low.
Okay.
And then I
hang on.
release.
Okay, so you push. Okay, so in this position here, I would say you're still relatively centered, maybe a little bit further back, and your arms are outstretched and you're ready to take the hit.
Okay.
But once you get to the bottom, you end up being kind of in the like a passenger mode a little bit.
That's really bad. So do you think that's like a strength thing or like?
Maybe it's a strength thing. Maybe it's just like a body awareness thing, like what your habits are, what you're used to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're on the right path. I mean, your body position was pretty centered going into it, and you didn't like lose control or anything, so it's still well within reason. So
but
now it's more
that's
like
what happened the first time where I lost control.
right.
Yeah.
So then it's all about it's all about this part right here for you, is that you have to extend before the bottom.
Yeah.
When the bottom hits, you absorb it and then get back into position instead of like absorb and then like do that, right?
Right.
You want to absorb and then do this, right? Back into your,
Attack
yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try it again.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Nice work.
Thank you.
All right. I mean, I didn't look at the replay yet, but that looked better already. How did it feel?
It felt good. Yeah. It felt like a seamless transition from feature to trail riding. So that
sounds great.
I think what I did was I did look forward this time.
Good.
I think that I realized that's the key.
To look forward, look ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I was thinking like of just flowing into it.
Yeah. Should we look at the replay?
Sure.
Okay, let's take a look. All right, so you're coming in. Here we go. Yeah, that looks good. Aggressive position, absorb, and you stay. Yeah, that was it. Well, you want to go for one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we go in together?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, so many feelings.
You got this. This is your victory lap.
Okay, victory lap. All right. Okay, dropping.
Okay. Woo!
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
All right, so what do you think? How did it feel?
Oh, that was amazing. It was like, it just felt so good. Like just, woo! Yeah. This
Nice.
is why people mountain bike, It's like it's scary, but like when it goes right, it's so good. I don't know, I think that it's just a really beautiful feature. I love that every time I climb up now, I can be like, yeah, I can do that,
Just like, yeah, I see you.
And there's something, we all have our egos, right? So there's always when you're coming down, there's always the people taking the ride around and the people going to the feature. And I always wanted to be one of the people going to the feature.
Nothing wrong with the ride around. The ride around is actually quite
totally.
fun. There's actually a little jump on the ride around that you missed out.
Fun corners and everything, and it's great. But I love the fact that now I feel like I can actually do it.
You have the option.
Yeah.
You have the option.
Yeah.
Very nice. Anyways, if you're relatively new to riding, but you love it and you want to do it all the time, then you've come to the right place.
We're eager to ride all the trails and learn all the things, so please subscribe and follow along on our mountain biking adventures.
Thanks for watching, and
See you in the trails.
Woo!
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.